So the idea behind our EP, Chapters of an Open Heart, is, the idea of having your heart open, whether that's for, a relationship or just being vulnerable to a friend about something that you're going through. We wanted the EP to basically represent different parts of having your heart open to something. So like with Believe, it's basically about, finding someone that you get along with, that you are, you basically see a future with. And when things happen and things get impacted, you don't know if you could actually make it through to the end. And Believe is that positive thing where you do make it to the end and you actually are able to spend your life with someone. Chemical, that's the second one. That's basically about more of the negative side of that, where it's portraying a toxic relationship. So the idea that you are so invested with someone that you start ruining things in your life or their life. And you start bringing the worst out of each other, right? So Chemical, it could obviously be a portrayal, that things are not going right in this toxicity, this relationship that you're in, but you have to understand that at least when it comes to some of these relationships, you bring the worst out of each other and you can hurt people in your life or in their life. And it's basically just about understanding that those are not always going to work out. And sometimes you just need to let go, because it's going to just end up hurting you or hurting them. So we wanted to portray that, especially with the music video for Chemical, we wanted to portray that in a different light. So we ended up actually trying to figure out, hey, how can we make it where it would be more towards addiction? Because once again, with this toxicity, you are usually addicted to something or someone. So we wanted to be able to portray someone that's addicted to technology and basically being so stuck in this electronic world that she misses, or they miss the world outside and the cool things that can happen, even like the little things that can happen in life that they're just missing because they're so involved in technology and being enraptured in this, this other world. So we wanted to be able to portray that in the music video. Reflections of my side, I start to run and move. And it all kind of comes to a head in the bridge, where it's basically talking about like wanting to go back to that person, or wanting to think that maybe it will work out the next time, just for you to get hurt again. It's like the idea that it's like, I don't know what else to do because I'm not over you. You want to talk everything through and give it the best shot. That whole idea that you're in your mind thinking, maybe this will work out, maybe it won't, what's gonna happen, if you try it again, or if you try to go back to that relationship. It's just like a thing that's kind of just like really strong in your mind, and it can be really, really overwhelming, and that toxicity, that comes along with it. Sometimes you just have to like move on, and sometimes things are just not going to work out. Overall, like I said, the idea of being so vulnerable with these things, I think that also comes into factor with our song Brave too, because that one's portraying another relationship just in a different level, because that's actually talking about trying to get out of like an abusive relationship with someone. And I feel like not everybody covers these kind of topics in music, and I feel like it's really important to. And that's what we really want to do with Chapters of an Open Heart, because these kind of things should be talked about. It's not just like on one side or the other. If we could just help someone out get through a tough thing in their life, a tough challenge in their life, then that would be great. And knowing that we could do that for someone would be really cool. So it's definitely different for us to get into like these kind of conversations with our music, but I feel like it's definitely good, and I hope people can relate to it.